All right, twins, let's not go to a football game and go frolic in a fake town instead, because it's time to rewind. Seeing like past victims like belongings, and it's so spooky. I
Yeah.
forgot that Paris runs into this kind of random warehouse and finds herself amidst all the luggage and the cell phones. And
Yes.
she's doing what any of us would do, where it's like this bit of cell phones. Are they working? No,
Is
honey,
anything.
they're all dead. All
They've
all
been
the
dead
all
for
those
years.
batteries are dead and dusty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And to know whenever it happens like that, to
and all the
know that this
cars.
is like which they also did in Texas Chainsaw, the
Mhm.
remake, where they stumble upon the car graveyard. That's
Was
like,
that Texas Chainsaw or was it Wrong Turn? I know it was Wrong Turn.
oh, Wrong
Was it
Turn
Texas
definitely does.
Chainsaw 2?
Texas Chainsaw has at
Do
least
they have
one, but it
something?
might not be the graveyard. It might just be an old car.
It might be.
I
I
remember
forget
the
now.
quote unquote deformed kid hanging around
Yes.
the old car at some point.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And there
You're
weren't
right.
any deformed babies in Wrong Turn, but there were a
Right.
lot of deformed people. But
Yes.
you're right. It is the whole graveyard
Yes, because it's like a
game.
circle of them. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Spooky.
they like stumble upon a clearing where you see.
We need a fan belt. We were camping up the road
A
and
fan belt.
yeah.
You walk in on a funeral for a fucking fan belt?
They're all laughing at him about the fan belt being fucked. I was like, are you serious?
I'd be
This
like,
means you can't go.
I'd be like near tears. I'd be like, what the hell are
And
we gonna
someone did
do?
something. Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
be like, someone, it's really scary and it's really
Yes. And
expensive.
that goes along back to the kind of meanness of just dialogue in movies and in real life. You
Yes.
know, like problems couldn't be problems, especially if like you're a dude. Like,
Yeah,
come
they're like,
on.
no, it's funny. Fuck you. And it's
Yeah, it's
like,
like,
no, this
no,
is an
this
issue.
sucks. Like, screw the detour sucking. This is a
This
problem. This
sucks.
ruins all plans in my
Yes.
world,
Yes,
right?
and I have this gorgeous car, I'm not leaving it, like, what oh
Mhm,
my god.
mhm.
Oh my god, there's that smell again.
I think it's coming from over there.
Yeah, let's go follow the smell.
What? I want to see what it is.
Why?
Come on.
Why would you, in any scenario outside of your own home, follow a putrid smell?
Oh,
Why would you ever
no.
if you're in your home, I get it. You have to, "What is that smell? What is
Mhm.
going on? I need to
Right.
fix this. I need to root
What's
it out.
dead in
I live
here?
here."
Yeah.
But if you're walking down the street and you smell something fucking foul, you
Mhm,
go, "We need to get out of here." You
mhm.
don't go, where in the world is that
I
damn
know. And
thing
and
coming
Paris is smart.
from?
She's like, "Where are you going?" She's like, "To check out the smell."
Yeah,
And
she's
Paris is
like,
like,
I don't know. I need to know what's
and
going
it's so
on."
funny because in like Paris's voice, she's just, in that like low, like Valley
Yeah,
Girl
like,
voice, she's just like,
whatever.
I hate you so much right
I
now.
hate you so much right now.
Oh my god, I hate you.
Carly does something else later where I'm like, why are you going in there? Like, you know better, right?
You know that you don't do that.
But these
She
are
and her
those
boyfriend
characters,
break
you
and
know?
enter. Yeah.
Mhm.
Chad Michael Murray kicks an unhoused man's cup the very first
I
scene we see
wrote
him.
that too.
I was like,
As soon as we meet him,
you wanna
I
talk about bully, I was like, and I knew he was gonna be the hero or a
Mhm.
hero, and I was like, "No, no, no, no." Like,
Yeah.
I can forgive a lot of things, including, like, stealing cars and being,
Mhm.
but, like, you don't just kick an
It's
unhoused man's
shocking.
cup of change, you fucking
Shocking.
dick.
You
Yeah,
usually
like,
only introduce a character that way if they gonna get it, and he doesn't get
yeah,
it.
and he doesn't get it. That's the thing. I was like, Jared
Yeah.
Padalecki maybe would have done, but his
Right.
character wasn't, they didn't want him to be that mean even though
Yeah.
he was kind of breaking in. But yeah,
Yeah.
that blew my mind. I also, in the opening of it, I go, is is this a realistic, because you have a little bit more experience around like
Oh, yeah.
wax creativity than I do.
Absolutely.
Is
Oh,
this
yeah,
a
I know it
realistic
well.
depiction? Is this
Like,
does
where
the
is she going with this?
does the wax maker, yeah, sit in a dungeon and just shower heads full of wax,
Oh my
but
god.
catching them in the scented dodging around the
Yeah,
corpses, trying to
quick,
get it.
don't let it get too much on the floor, it's good
Yeah,
wax, this is
get
expensive,
on
right?
wax!
Yes.
This is the
uh
wax with the glitter in it.
I do love, speaking of, like, the wax and candles, I do love the very creepy, cool heads in the wall of the stairs,
Yes.
all the heads and the waxy walls and the candles, I think, are in the walls, like,
Yes.
just like a great macabre classic, like, let's just lean into, like, almost the camp of this kind of horror. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like
The
how
set
again, how
pieces,
is
the
that not in
metal.
like an amusement park somewhere? Like,
Yes.
do you know what I mean? It's a
Because
no-brainer.
we forgot because America forgot this movie,
Yeah.
writing off Paris Hilton
Mm,
because we were writing off young women who were performing in that sort of way. We were
right.
writing them off rather than being like, "This is funny," and the reason
Yes.
why we love it or hate it is
Yeah.
because it's a specific art piece.
You're so right.
Like,
You know,
so I think we forgot, yeah.
it's really interesting that we were so hard on her because it's not all that different than like Marilyn Monroe's persona
Very
or
much
even
so.
Goldie Hawn's persona. Like we have seen and loved so many blondes, especially blonde women,
Yes.
putting on this kind of persona, and we love them. So it's like, what was it about Paris? I really think it had to do
Yeah.
with wealth, and sex, and
Yeah.
that a wealthy girl was having
And we
sex.
loved Marilyn Monroe, but she was talked about in a way where it was
Mm,
like, "Yes, but when you try to do something serious, that's ridiculous. Like, put your
mm,
pretty little face on and do and it's silly that you're going to be to Lee Strasberg, and it's silly,"
mm.
like, I'm sure there were people who were like, "That slut isn't nearly as good as" I wanna say Elizabeth Taylor, she was a little bit younger at that time.
Mm,
It wasn't exactly comparable, but, like, "That slut isn't Greta
right.
Garbo," or isn't Rita Hayworth,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
there's talk about that. Like there was an episode of South Park where it was a Britney Spears one and they were killing Britney Spears by the paparazzi were literally like killing her by
God.
chasing her and taking pictures. And they end up at the end of it, they're referencing Shirley Jackson's The Lottery.
Oh,
That where
yeah.
you pick and they were like, and they're talking about Miley Cyrus, who was up and coming as Hannah Montana at the
Mm,
time. And the joke of South Park is like, we do this as a people. We pick a girl who's sexy and young and fun, and we put her up on a pedestal, and then we tear her to the ground.
mhm.
And they're like literally in a Walmart being like, "Oh, Domino's." Like it's a real like joke. They're definitely leaning in. And yeah, they see Miley Cyrus on the TV, and he goes, "It will be a good harvest this year." We were also like 2005 is the time that we had like The Swan and we had these makeover shows
Temptation
that were
Island.
Temptation
Yeah,
and like there was like Secret Billionaire. Like we were
right.
very cruel and shallow at the time
Mhm,
too. And for her to survive it by like giving us what we needed to make a name for
mhm.
herself in a way, I think it's really smart. And I'm very glad that she is okay. Like she has a
Right,
baby and like just hangs out and is like
and
safe
she's kind of
and
cooler
fine.
than ever. I
Yeah,
mean, right? Like,
hell yeah.
Are you kidding? No.
okay,
I got them all out.
here are some lines that I just made me think of you, just made me
Yes.
laugh or whatever, right? Um, I said, "You're the good one, I'm the evil one." Constant thing that, is between Nick and Carly and this whole movie.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so when we see that Wade really is very into the House of Wax, this
Yeah, he
museum. Like,
loves it.
even in the billboard on the road, he says, "Oh, look at that, a wax museum." And Nick goes, "You like that kind of stuff, Wade?" Which I'm just like, "I guess he does." Like,
Yeah,
what does
like,
that
what
mean?
does
What are
that
you getting
mean?
at? What is that?
You
Oh, is
like
he
that?
gay or
You like
what?
houses?
Yeah,
You like wax? You a communist, Wade? You trying to tell me? What are you
yeah,
trying to tell me?
I'm like, what are you getting at here,
What are you,
Nick?" Right?
Indonesian? Yeah, like, what are you trying to imply? Like
Um, they smell the smell, and, I didn't write all of the line, but Blake, who's just only focused on, like, the music, the party, and the
the
sex,
music, the
he says
sex,
something
and the
like
game.
and the game, right? Oh,
Yes.
because I love how he stops, Paige when they're about to get it on to go fix the music, and that leads to his death, which
His
I do love
untimely demise.
an off-screen death. I feel like that's great because we don't know that he's necessarily, like, in peril until the
Yes.
creepy zip and
That
the dark
somebody else
hair.
is coming
That's a
in.
spooky start to her whole chase, just have to say that. But
Yes.
Blake says, someone says something along the lines of like, "Oh, like it smells dead." And he says, "No, this party's dead and we have to drink it back to life." It all stems from like something smells dead and he's bringing it back to life.
No, this party's dead.
Okay, this line Paris says, when the headlights are shining on them.
Yeah,
I love this line. Paris says, I'm going to try to do my best Paris. She goes,
yeah,
and this is after a good couple seconds of the headlights, all the guys are acting
yeah.
macho. What's up? Paris says to maybe Blake, she goes, "Okay, this is getting kind of creepy." Yeah, girl, it's been for
It's
like a
been
good 20 to 30 seconds. It's pretty
Okay,
creepy,
so like the first 15
right?
seconds of silent spotlight, I was like, cool, nothing. And then
Yeah,
like
but
the next
now
15, I was like, what's happening? And
this is
now that's kind of creepy.
this is truly past my threshold,
In
guys,
about
right?
3.5 minutes, I'm gonna say we should go.
Yeah.
Like,
As a knife is in me, I'm gonna say,
I'm gonna
this
say,
is definitely freaking me out,
I'm
right?
getting vibes.
I had to
Yeah.
write that down. Oh, this is definitely you and me and our group.
Yeah.
Video camera on the group sleeping. Um, Carly hears it. We get some really cool, like nice close-up shots of like her in the tent. She
Yeah.
wakes up and she's waking Wade up. Which also I just have to say, I admired that Wade and that they weren't naked because I just feel like this
Yeah.
movie could have done that
Could have
where
done
like
it.
they're both shirtless. She's like wrapped and I like that like he's in a t-shirt. I think she's like in something, not a
And like,
bra.
yeah,
Like
sleep shirt.
and
Yeah.
I just wanted to shout that out because this movie totally did not have to do that, and this kind of movie would never do that, but, like, they're normal people, like,
It
yeah, they're
made it
gonna just wear a
realistic.
t-shirt,
They're
right?
not gonna, and
Just had
even
to
if
say
they
that.
did have sex, they wouldn't get totally
Yeah,
stripped
then it's like,
down.
"Okay, we're in the woods," and,
You'd be
like,
quietly kind of
"Yeah, I'm gonna
having,
put this back on," right?
yeah,
As you do. You, like, put your
yes.
underwear back on, you put your shirt back on, I
Yeah,
mean,
your
that's
shirt's probably on the whole time
it
if you're
might
a
be,
couple who's
hey.
been together for a while and
Right.
you're just trying to have a little cookie in the tent. Like, it's probably just the underwear went to the side.
Yeah, it's just like a little a little broke back, like, "Hey, just, like, inch these down a little bit
Inch
and
it a
just
little bit.
keep the jeans on," right?
Keep 'em
Um
on. Yeah.
But so she's freaking out about a sound because she's the final girl. She knows, okay, someone's out
She
there.
knows.
Wade, half asleep, says it's probably a serial killer or something. And I just thought that is
Yeah.
something we would say, like, it's fine. It's probably a serial
It's
killer or
fine.
something.
It's probably just someone coming to kill us.
But then
Yeah.
she walks around in her socks, and I'm like, girl, don't get your socks muddy and dirty. Put like
Yeah.
your shoes on. You
Or
come on.
go
Okay.
barefoot and then
Or I
wipe
don't
them off before
right?
you
The
go. Do
socks. No one
something.
wants
Put
to
the
get your
socks
socks
in the wet.
dirty. Oh, a line that I think is great foreshadowing, and I actually think is very creepy. As Wade and Carly are now entering the museum for the first time, we're in there looking around with them. He says,
Yeah.
"Who are these people supposed to be? Aren't wax figures supposed to be
Supposed to be
famous?"
famous.
Great line.
That one is also, yeah,
Love
that
it.
one
Like,
is.
I would love to say that line because little do you know, these are
That
all people that did the
they're
same
you.
thing you're doing.
They're
Mhm.
just like you.
Love that line.
Uh-huh.
Bravo, Hayes Brothers.
Yes.
Hayes twins.
The
Um,
Haste twins.
okay, a line that I think I know you and I would say. I have a
Yeah.
memory. I actually remember you saying this line more than the actor
Yeah.
saying it, and I wonder if we put it in our spoof. Blake goes up to Dalton and I keep wanting to say Chad, Nick,
Yeah.
when they're like peeing. He goes up to him and he says, "Hey, you guys gonna have sex?" And they're like, "What?" And he says, "'Cause me and Paige are. So can you go pick up Wade and
Yes.
Carly?" But it's such a long pause and it's so goofy that I love it so much. "Hey, you guys
Yes.
gonna have sex?"
You guys gonna have sex.
And
There
they're
was
like,
also a time when they're driving and he's driving, it's the videotape guy is driving with Chad.
yes,
Dalton is driving with
Dalton
Nick.
and Nick. Mhm.
And he's like, "Yeah, could you hook me up with your sister?" And he's like, "No." And even if she was into it, no. And then he was like, "Come on, man. Like, you don't like Wade." And he was like, "Wade's cool." Or he was like, "Wade's not too bad." And he goes, "Yeah, I like him too." And then they just got, I was like, I really like that. I like that
I
he
like
wasn't
that
like,
too.
"Fuck
I know.
this guy." He's like, "Yeah, I like him too."
He's coming around to him, and then
He's
I
like, "What are
think
you
it's
gonna
so
do?" And then they
brilliant
cut right to Wade just about to be murdered,
getting
being like,
dragged,
"Doo doo
right?
doo 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 doo."
Again,
Yeah.
brilliant, funny, intentionally darkly funny
Intentionally dark.
pacing,
Yes.
right? Yes, I think that is so yeah. I like him
Yeah.
too, right?
Yeah, he's
But
like, "I
also
like
it's
him."
like Nick saying, "No, you can't hook up with my sister because I want to.
Yeah, he's like, 'cause and even if, yeah, he's
She's
like,
mine."
"She's mine. This is the fall of the House of Usher." Mine.
Okay, so the crazy glue on the lips, we talked about that when
Mm,
he's blowing the
so sexy.
finger. We didn't talk about the finger in the grate, and oh my god, it is brutal. This movie does not hold back. He
No.
snips off her fingertip. Oh my fucking god.
She should have been slamming that. She should take the
Ooh.
metal and try and
Yes,
shove that up there,
yes. And
but
why is she pointing and looking away? Like, girl, come
yeah,
on,
come
you know, look and see, right?
on. Come on.
She
Yeah.
knows better. But so Chad has found her. He's rescued her. Oh my god, I love how he stops and says, "He did this to you." It's like she is bleeding out. Hurry up. Talk later, right?
Yes.
Take off your other shirt and put that on her hand.
Put it
right?
on her hand.
Wouldn't it be
Yes.
amazing if that's what we should have done in our
So
spoof?
many
It's
shirts.
every scene he takes it off to help someone.
But
He,
he's
he is helping people. It's not just like in vanity,
we
right?
would have to have, like, the shot would be on the other person, and you just see his hand come in with another shirt because he's not wearing them in the shots that he's in after the first one. So, yeah, just being like, here you go.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he's just walking around shirtless. I mean, it's just Tamara walking around in just a dress now, but she
Just the
keeps
dress.
pulling out various tank tops, probably for her, different colors.
Take one of these.
Um,
Yep.
but so he's helping her, and he's like, "What the hell?" And I love how she says, "This place is a freak show."
Yeah,
I just think it's great. And then
they're
he's trying to
murderers.
he's trying to piece it all together, right? He's like new at this. He hasn't been around for as many hours as you have. And I just
Yes.
love how Carly just snaps him saying, "You don't get it. They're all wax." It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think many people would immediately go to that
Yeah. She's like,
decision of like,
you don't."
but she's like, "You don't get it."
They're all and then she also though but then she's like, "There was someone. There was someone awake, and she was, like, moving the thing." Like, you remember the puppies, right? And,
Right, the
like, how
puppies.
they were fetal
God.
puppies. Like,
Those puppies, that
the
wagging
puppy ones are
tail, ooh,
scary.
that's
Oh my
dirty.
god, oh
That is
my
a dirty
god.
trick. The whole town,
Mhm.
that, again,
The
an
town is a
amazing
dirty trick.
shot spinning around her as the town is turning on. Ooh, that's spooky. But still, she
Yes.
doesn't totally like, they don't totally understand, like, "Oh, it's a fake town full of wax people." I'm like,
Full of fake
"Eh."
people.
The lights turning on all at once don't kinda cue you in to,
That
like,
didn't
yeah.
the fact that the window keeps going open and shut,
Mhm,
that she
mhm.
ignored you and you screamed for help, like,
Right.
what? You
Yes,
know?
but I do love that shot of Chad looking at that woman in the window, and he
And then
says, "So you're telling me there's a real person
yeah,
underneath?" Like, ooh, the dot, dot, dot
it
underneath.
is.
I remember that
Mhm.
was big in the trailer.
You're saying that that's a real person underneath?
They're all wax, everyone. Help! Please, somebody!
Because he's really finally getting it. "You don't get it."
You
Now
don't
he
get
gets
it! They're all
it.
wax.
Okay. Oh, a line that we absolutely put in our spoof, everybody.
Yes.
Oh my god, I remember this so well. I think it's Tam as Chad, because Chad says it.
Yeah,
She says, "Be careful." I think they're like splitting up. I forget exactly where they are in the movie.
yeah.
And he goes, "I am being careful." We
Oh,
had
yeah.
Tam say, "I am being careful." And then she like trips
Ooh,
over something.
yes, I remember because he
Perfect.
isn't being careful.
Right.
He grabs on I am being careful.
I am being careful.
They're out there. You gotta be careful.
I am being careful.
Right?
You've
It
been
writes
arrested a
itself. I
bunch of
mean,
times, like,
oh
and it's
yeah.
because you're bad at stealing cars. Like, you
Because
keep getting
yes.
caught.
You need to be more like, what if she's like, "No, seriously, you gotta be more careful in life,"
Yeah,
right?
you have to be careful. Like, you are
Oh,
reckless.
I've written a letter to daddy, Baby Jane. Whatever
Yes!
happened to Baby Jane?
I've
Love that that's playing in
written
this movie theater, right?
Uh-huh, and it's one of my favorites. I recently
So
introduced Ash
good.
to it, like, last year.
Oh,
Loves it. It's
I had never seen the
groundbreakingly
full
amazing.
movie until after this. Did you see it after this too, or
I
had you
think
seen it
it was
before?
after this. I don't think
Yeah.
I saw it until, like, early college,
I knew it
maybe.
was like this creepy thing, this like famous movie, but I didn't see it until a few years ago. It wasn't like decades ago. It was pretty recent, I'd say, maybe
The
5,
first
10.
one I saw was decades. I think it was, like, a
Okay,
couple it was in college, I think. So I
such a
think it was
good
a couple
one.
years after. It's
Because at
so
the time when we were watching this, I
good.
was like, "What is this weird movie? I've written a letter to daddy?"
This
But
woman and how the
again,
guy is, like, looking at the
yes.
piano, how he has
Mhm,
to, like, play, and then he's like, "Oh, it's so
mhm,
wonderful. You have a wonderful voice." Oh my god, the
mhm.
movie is
It's so
so
good, but
fucking good.
also so brilliant. I mean, it's considered horror. It's not really a horror movie, but it's a dark
Oh
thriller
my
drama,
god, it is, it's so gothic, and it is, like, "Oh my
Yes,
god, when
it's
she killed her
disturbing.
bird and put
Oh,
it
yeah.
on the food." I say to my mom, because my mom calls dinner din din
Mm,
sometimes,
mhm,
and so
of
I'm
course.
always like, "No, you don't want your din din, you can't have any breakfast." Like, you
I
don't
love that you do that. Oh my god.
Yes.
Making Elle Burns the Joan Crawford.
I
Oh my
know,
god.
she is yeah, we're both Grey Gardens and whatever happened to Baby Jane.
But also how brilliant to play that movie in the movie theater, twisted sibling stuff. I mean, so
Yes.
and it's not I don't think it's, like, hitting us over the head too much. It's, like, great little clever nods to it all goes back to this twisted family. That's what really started
Yes,
it all, you
and,
know?
her face, like, it's the twisted family, and they're twisted because of their parents too, pitting them kind of like against each other and like and then oh god, I love Betty Davis. She like didn't wash her face during the filming of it. Like she would just cake on more makeup every day to look unhinged. And
Brilliant.
so it also kind of looks like a mask at this
Mhm.
point in the like she just has this thick layer of like it
Yeah,
looks
that is
like a
so
mask.
cool. I love
Yeah.
that.
They did such a good I really think the movie is in conversation with a lot of other
Mhm.
horror and stuff. I really think we would remember it more fondly if we didn't focus on the quote unquote well, it was stunt casting, but she was
Right.
fine. It wasn't like
Now,
it was stupid.
I'm gonna pause the lines because I'm basically almost
Yeah.
done with them anyway, but you bring up such a great point. If it's not Paris, who would it have been? Who would you have cast as the
We
sidekick
were
page?
discussing this. Tara Reid's a great idea,
Mhm. Mhm.
but she had also already been,
She had done a similar role in Urban Legend, yeah,
yeah.
but she was very much of the time, blonde yeah, I'm thinking of, like, blondes
It's funny
that
because
were popular.
Alicia Cuthbert could have played either role
Totally,
too.
totally.
Yeah, she
Mhm.
definitely could have been like a fun, sexy
Absolutely,
blonde
yeah.
lady. Um,
I could have seen let me think. In 2005, I'm
yeah,
thinking of
who
other
in
movies.
2005?
It wouldn't have been Sarah Michelle Gellar, like, you kinda need
No,
someone that's is gonna get it, you
and
know?
needed to feel like it had like Sarah Michelle was like
She's too
28
strong.
or
Yeah,
something
and
too, and
she was
you need
mid
24.
yeah, you need a little younger. Yeah, it's tough to think about. I have to think more about that and think of other movies that were coming out at the time, you know?
Yeah, but
But
Tara
Tara
Reid was
Reid's a good one.
around the kind, yeah,
Mhm.
she
Maybe
definitely
Brittany Murphy?
played
That could have been interesting if Brittany
Brittany
Murphy
Murphy would have been very
she was still
interesting.
young enough, blonde.
But there's almost
Man,
like you'd have to give in to the she's gonna bring things to that character
yeah,
that will make that if it will make the movie so much more, like, interesting and but,
yeah,
like, sometimes producers are like, "No, no, no, like, we need
yeah,
it to be really
you're
simple
almost
and
distracting from the
from the
actual thing.
rest."
Yeah,
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 exactly. If
it's
they
tough.
needed her I know I wanna she's not hot I mean, she's a beautiful woman, but she's not, read sexually enough, and also she's in prison now. Allison Mack from,
Oh my god. Scare talk
really
about
any
scary.
one of the next
Yeah, any of the cult members, right?
'cause
Or
they
I
were
could have
very hot.
seen you could have easily seen any of the One Tree Hill girls talking about the one girl who was in
Any
a cult.
Hillary but then
Any
even
other
Hillary Burton, I would feel like Sophia Bush is more of the character, would have played
Mm,
that character more than Hillary Burton would have, 'cause
yes,
Hillary Burton
yes,
was more
right.
like Sophia Bush had an innate
She had, like,
sexuality
an
that she
edge.
brought.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh-huh. It's actually yeah, I could have totally seen her in this. Any of the
yeah.
like, a lot of the WB people, like, anyone from Popular, you know, but,
Leslie Bibb would have been great.
Leslie Bibb, she
Leslie
had just done The
Bibb.
Skulls, a couple months prior,
Yes!
so she was in sort of a little
Another
bit of like
line
a
reading I love. I can't do that, okay? It's because it's scary, okay? Because I love you, okay?
and
As
if
well.
not her, I'm just thinking of, like, more stunt casting, a singer, like Mandy Moore, she was
Yes.
already acting. I don't know if she could have done it as well as, like,
Mandy
Paris
Moore's
is
she's the
sexy.
final girl, though.
I
Mandy
know,
Moore
she's a
is
little more wholesome, a little more thoughtful,
yeah,
but one of those singers, someone like that, maybe even Amanda
yeah.
Bynes.
Maybe Amanda
I mean, the
Bynes.
next year she did She's the Man. I mean, she was very much a
Oh,
movie star.
yeah. But then the role that they needed from Paris is they needed this one to be she couldn't be that funny, like, she couldn't be
Mhm.
that aware of like,
Yeah.
Amanda Bynes, my god, she's the man, like that.
She oh,
"What's your favorite cheese?" "Mine's Gouda."
oh,
Like,
yeah.
oh my
Oh,
god, it's
a
so
truly
fucking funny.
iconic comedian,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Yes.
Bless her problematic ass, Blake Lively.
Oh,
What a
yeah.
great
She was straight up, like, 19 about to, have Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants come out, so
and
yeah.
even her character in Sister to the Traveling Pants was sexually active. She was the
Yeah.
one who had sex.
Mhm.
So
Totally,
yeah,
totally. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
Mhm.
could see a Blake.
Right? I could
No,
totally see a
Paris
Blake.
was great. It really did.
Yeah, I
It
mean,
made
it's
sense.
hard to imagine anyone but her, but it is very interesting. She, like, makes the movie, but and it's, no fault of her own, she also kind of maybe holds the movie back only because of the
The
praise
reaction
we
to
all
her.
gave her.
Totally. I think that's why people are like, "House of Wax," and you're like, "Have you
Totally.
actually seen it, though?" I'm not saying Paris Hilton just delivered the best I've never seen something so good, but, like, she's not distracting.
No.
She didn't distract.
There was like
That's all
one
you can ask
line.
for.
I didn't even write it down. There was like one moment where I'm like, ooh, give her another take. Like,
Yeah, give
when
her
they come
another.
back, give her another take, please.
I know. Come
But
on, they're
everything
like, we are
else,
losing daylight. She didn't leave the trailer.
right.
Yeah.
But everything else, I really thought she was totally fine.
She's
Fits.
fine.
She fits the role so well. So
Yeah.
whatever. One last line.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I wrote they didn't have two sons, they had three. But one last line I just wanted to shout out. It's he's separated the wax twins, right? He's in the room with her. She's like over the wax bed. She's like trying to plead with him as we all would, like
Yeah.
trying to talk to him
Don't.
and like,
You don't
don't
have
do
to
this,
kill
right?
me. You don't have to do it.
She's
Yeah.
she's saying all this stuff like blah
Your
blah blah.
brother
And
was
then
like that, but you're not. You're a good
right, exactly.
artist. I
Yes,
love the ballerina.
you're not
Remember?
as evil as him, which it's funny
Yeah.
because in the beginning, we definitely think one brother is evil when it's like, no, they both definitely are
They
evil.
both are.
It's
And we
just
think we're supposed to think that it's the ugly one is the one
yes,
who was
is the
screaming and crying,
yeah,
but we
but it's
know that it was the
actually
hot
yeah,
one
yeah.
who was
So I guess
screaming.
it's a lesson to tell us the hot one, like there can be the crazy sibling,
Yeah.
but the silent one is still crazy.
That's the
So
thing too. I was like, not they are bad. Like he is a bad guy. It
they're
doesn't
both. I
he was,
mean, Vincent is not good in
yeah,
any
he
way.
wasn't
He
ever
is.
like, don't bring these
Yes.
bodies
He
to
wasn't like,
me.
"Wait, please, like, not her. You like, let me
It's like,
save
you know
Alicia."
what? You're
No,
kind of
bitch.
right. When he's like looking at his statues and he's like, and his brother's like, you like it, don't you? He's like,
He's like,
yeah,
"I want more."
thumbs
Right?
up, yeah. It's something
But no,
about the way the cheekbones. Yeah, no, I like it when it's bodies. I like the
they
bodies.
look better this way,
Yeah.
trust me. But no, I just love how after she kinda does a little spiel to really try to get to him, he's not budging. He's not moving. He's just looking at her, and she just goes, "Please don't kill me."
Yeah.
And then he jumps towards
And then
her,
he's
and
like, I'm gonna kill you.
I
I
just love it
love
because like,
that.
that
It's
always
so
makes me smile because it's
real.
like, "Okay, I got nothing else. Just please."
Don't. Yeah, like why?
Yeah.
No.
Please don't kill me!
I realize I've done this with you before. In your own words, now that we've talked all about it, do you
Yeah.
wanna give us your little log line for House of Wax? Usually this happens in the beginning.
I know, and I usually also have, like, a fun, like, fake thing for what it is, like, when Swim Fan, I was like, it's about who is the true Swim fan, and,
Yeah.
like, what does it mean to be a fan of Swim? But House of Wax, the summary of it, it's a mid-2000s classic romp that does not get remembered as fondly as it deserves, 'cause it
Mm,
is better than it has a real right to be when you
yeah,
look at what it would be on paper, and the practicals are amazing,
yes.
and it really that is timeless, and, it's very sexy.
It's very sexy.
Weirdly sexy. There's a
Weirdly sexy,
lot.
you're so right, like, it's sexy in all the places you figured it would be, and then it's
Yeah, but it's
weirdly
also like, "Oh, what's
bringing
ooh,
more.
we're pouring oh,
Who knew Crazy
he's
Glue could be so hot?
I know, he's when he sponge bathes Jared Padalecki, I'm like, "Oh,
Yes!
so gentle on his
I
face,
know, I
so
know,
tender."
it's a little special, I hear
I
you,
know,
yeah,
and then they violently murder, I'm like, "That's what
I
you
know.
want, that's what you
Yeah.
want in a
But
horror
yeah,
film."
it's maybe a little by the numbers, but it's more than that. That's the
Yeah,
start, and then we get to some really cool stuff. Okay, Cal.
yes.
All
Cal was
right.
like, "Enough. We're gonna sneak them in, we're gonna tell them it's a regular House of Wax," and then at the end of it, we're like, "Guess what? That was just us talking about the behind the scenes shit.
Yeah.
That was just
This
MTV's
episode
making the
has it
movie House of
all.
Wax."
MTV, Scientology, Australia, and the House of Wax
Australia.
eventually,
A
right?
little bit of House of Wax,
Yeah.
mainly Sophia Bush,
But I
and
feel like
how
we
we're just
covered all
happy
the
for her.
Sophia Bush.
I know.
Happy for you. Happy Pride.